anchors are buried in lies. Breathing and seeing, you know that it's real. Wherever the heart goes, whatever it feels. Take me now for what I am. Take me now if you can. I don't ever want to see you cry. Hold my hand just one last time. I can see it in your eyes. Tear apart the seams. Patiently waiting and passing it by. All of your anchors are buried in lies. Breathing and seeing, you know that it's real. Wherever the heart goes, wherever it feels. Future is just what you want. Everyone has got their scars. Take your
love that intro every week. Hey, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. How we doing?
All good. Not bad. Yourselves?
I'm all right.
Good,
I'm all right.
Good.
We have Adam. Hey, everybody. Look, it's Adam.
We do. We have an Adam.
A random Adam appeared.
I hope you like the thumbnail image. I took that off of Facebook.
I did. I did. I seen it this morning. I was like, oh, wow, he's picked an old picture. I was like, that is an old picture of me in a dressing gown. And I thought, that's old.
Oh, come on now. Yeah, I have to. I had to do it.
And still got that dressing gown somewhere as well.
All right.
Adjust these pictures too, because
while you're doing that, I'll go through who we got in chat. We've got a Dyer thing, Tim B, Tim Myhill. We've got a Paul Dolling, Vapor Queen Becky, Freerider. We've got an award-winning Jane Dowd from Shy Tots.
Hey, our latest. Oh, we could announce that. I mean, go on.
We have a puddle jumper. We've got Mr. Ian from CCC Gaming, who is also CCC Coils, or CC Coils. Get there in the end.
Too many C's.
Yeah, too many C's. We've got Mark H. We've got Liz Covell K. Martin Saunders, Mark H. Vapor Bunny. Hello, Bunny.
Bunny.
Nick, don't forget to give Jane a spanner.
Will do.
And that's me caught up. Hope you're all doing well and not suffering too much in this god awful weight.
Jane, there she is. Boom. There we go.
It is way too warm.
Jane now has the hammer.
There we go.
Band hammer.
Oh, dangerous! Giving Jane some authority like that. that is scary. That.
Well, she is now a lovely sponsor of the show. Yay! Shy Tots E-Liquid, award-winning. We've got Shy Tots now as a sponsor. Oh, no, I put 25% off. It's only 20% off except for the Misfits line. I will fix that. Those were just like kind of placeholders. Mike told me like midweek, and I didn't do it. But there's a reason.
We're just going to change your name to Jay.
No. So the reason I didn't get anything done this week was because for the first or up until basically yesterday, I couldn't even sit down in this chair.
Are you okay?
I wasn't. I am now, but I wasn't.
You had a big bastard pile or something.
No, I went tubing down a river, and there was like a halfway point where like everyone stops off and like eats lunch and stuff. So we got like there, and there's a rope swing. And
you had a skid mark.
And I know you guys are like kind of following me here. So yeah, essentially I did the rope swing once when it was okay. And then it started raining, and I went to do the rope swing again, and my hands were soaking wet, and I was already like kind of tired and everything from, everything, but went to do it again, and I slipped and slid on my back, butt, and back of my head. So I had a big fuck off lump on the back of my head. I had some road rash down my back and like on my leg, and I jammed my left ring finger, and I scraped up and jammed my right toes.
Ouch.
So yeah, no concussion, which is good. And I carried on with the rest of the float, and it was fine. However, I also got sunburnt pretty bad too. So now I'm just Captain Flaky, and I'm just peeling everywhere, and I'm literally creating a bunch of Nick jerky. Oh, it's everywhere.
Jane hit the nail on the head. I thought you were going to say that you'd got a rope burn from front to back.
Ooh.
Ouch. Jane, great minds think alike there. Because that's when you were going, I was on the rope swing. I had visions of the rope just burning somewhere and you're not being able to sit down.
No. See, it was really sketchy rope tied to a stick, basically is just a stick, and it was like it's round and it was wet. So like I went to go. You have to like bend your arms at first, and the second I went from bent arms to straight arms to like do the swing,
Yeah.
my arms just went nope and went poof right on my ass. So I had a pretty good little bump on the head and the bum. So that was fun.
Nice.
But you live and you learn. I did okay. No, not going to give that away. You're going to have to wait for the vlog, which is coming up on my second channel or third channel, however you want to think about it. But yeah. So
you're right, Liz. I hope that bit has made it into the vlog.
oh,
Yeah.
it's going to have to, because I'm going to have to explain where, the road rash came from, because you could see it in the rest of the video. So, yep, that's going to be a good vlog.
I don't know.
You've been framed moment. Absolute, you've been framed.
Yep.
250 quid that could have made you.
You'll probably find in a couple of months it will make its way onto Fail Army. On
Yes.
Facebook.
Oh, God, don't say that.
Oh, someone
Oh,
needs to
man.
clip it. I think I did. It's $100 for sending someone off to Fail Army.
Listen, hey, whoa. I better see some of that money.
Exactly. Send it off yourself first. Get there first.
100 quid, that's actually not bad.
I'm sure it is. I'm sure it's somewhere around there.
Somewhere around there, meaning
It,
5
it
quid.
could be anything between 1 or 100.
Yeah.
Like, it could be anywhere.
Exactly. So that was my week. How was your guys' week?
Mine's been carting my brother-in-law to and from hospital for his appointments.
I mean, better than bump on the head and ass.
Yeah, but not for him.
Oh, well, yeah, that's true. Is he all right?
He goes in tomorrow for his chemo and his stem cell transplant.
Oh. Well, hey.
He's basically got double myeloma, blood and bone.
Oof.
Hardcore.
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and because he's of Caribbean descent, there's no stem cells in storage. So
Oh.
they have to harvest his stem cells, take them away, clean them up, harvest enough so they can put some in cold storage for him. And then whatever they don't put in storage, they transplant back into him.
Interesting.
So, yeah. He's got
Well.
that to look forward to next week. And he's going to be in he'll be in anything up to 6 weeks. But then, obviously, because he's going to be immunodeficient, he's then got to self-isolate for up to 6 months once he comes out. Until
Damn.
his immune system starts rebuilding, and then he's got to start having all his COVID jabs again.
Oh, wow.
Man.
So, yeah, he's going through it at the moment, the poor fucker.
Well, at least you're there for him, You gotta give him the support system. That's crucial.
Yep, got to be there for my sister while he's going through it as well.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, she's going to be at home on her own with her kids.
Yep. So,
Yeah. But it's all good at the moment. He seems to be responding well to the treatment.
that's good.
So, yeah. How's your week?
I've had one of them weeks where you start to plan. Like I got my little Patreon to Colour Pizza Club, and I was talking to them the other week, and I'm like, listen, the videos are coming back very shortly. And I had one of them weeks where you start to plan everything and decide to sit down in front of camera, in front of everything, and then all of a sudden that big ball in the sky starts to go. It's going to be about 35 degrees in your room, so I wouldn't sit down for too long. So I'm blaming it all on that thing that's reflecting out back here. But I have got a good plan in place. I was talking about it before we went live, and it's going to be quite an interesting little video. It's going to be a retrospective on something that's happening right at the moment in time. It's not going to be very retro, but it's going to be retrospective on the cult that is Rip Trippers currently.
Ooh.
I found it quite interesting, the fact that I think for years, Mr. Trippers has been trying to get himself off the ground as a YouTuber, not just a reviewer or promoter or however you see Mr. Trippers.
Mr. Trippers.
Mr. Trippers. I'm using his legal name just in case his legal team are watching.
Which he actually does have a full-blown legal
me.
team. Oh, yeah.
It wouldn't surprise me. So Mr. Trippers, obviously, however you see him in his life, whether that be a reviewer, promoter, or anywhere in between, proving a point to himself kind of when he gave the whole pod conversation of I'm no longer reviewing because I don't want to do pods. And then obviously some money went to his lawyers and his lawyers went, please do this, Mr. Trippers. and Mr. Trippers returned. He decided that in that space, he was going to do his motivational speaking. Now, his motivational speaking managed to make its way into his own little channel called Trippers Way. Trippers Way. And Trippers Way, if you want to do some homework before the video comes out.
A video with homework, ooh.
if you want to do some homework, go and watch a couple of his videos and tell me that I am wrong when I say that the man is creating a cult. Because that's what he's doing.
I'm going to have to have a look at that.
I can't wait. I want to watch that video.
It's one of them. I'm really quite intrigued with it because I'd never really do research in videos or anything like that. When I was reviewing solely, and you'll probably see that side of it as well, Nick. When you used to test a product out for a week or two, and it's not really research, you're just using it. So you find out how a build goes in, you find out how it vapes and stuff like that. It's not really research. But to actually come up with content that you have to really think through and actually strategize the video, I was like, this is quite interesting. The reactions have been really easy because I just put a video up and go, this is what's happening, and I enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
But this is something slightly different. It's going to be intriguing.
Are you going to be comparing what he's doing to other like past cults?
Yeah, the plan is there's a few people that I can see that he takes quite heavy influence from. Mr. Michael Applegate, if you've ever heard of him, he was a cult leader, right? And the cult leader, what he did is he created a church, and this church relied on a story, because it's not real or fact or anything like that, but a story of a comet that flew past the Earth once every 1,000 years, and the true believers got picked up and taken with it. But basically what happened is they all went to this ranch. They all dressed the same. They all had the same trainers on. They all had the same clothes on. They all had the same haircut, everything. Men, women, that had the same. And they all ate this apple, and this apple was to signify the comet going over and then being taken up into space and taken away on this comet to go and live a wonderful life forevermore. The apples were absolutely soaked in cyanide, so it was actually a mass suicide pact, but they didn't know. Now, I'm not saying that Rick Trippers or Mr. Trippers is creating a suicide pact.
Let's hope not.
Can you imagine?
Oh, if anyone actually follows that man into death, I will lose my faith in all humanity.
Honestly, I apologize if this happens in real life that we see on world news.
Well, it's up here for the world to see from here on forward, so we can look back at this moment and go,
that's it.
Adam
what
predicted
if this is an episode of The Simpsons?
Oh.
We've just looked into the future, it's happening.
Oh, God.
But witnessing the way that he's talking and the way that he's using his speech patterns and the way that it's motivationally speaking, but all it's doing is twisting. It's twisting. I honestly think that that's the way that he's going. In Heaven's Gate, well done, Diathing.
Mm-hmm. They
still have some people that didn't suicide doing web development as a contract. Yeah, I've read that bit as well. So it's one of those. If you witness the way that he's talking on his videos, they're very, you empower yourself, but really what it is my words are empowering you. So very, very cult push, as in he's directing. And I was quite intrigued by it. And I thought, I don't know whether he's doing it on purpose, because I don't honestly see the guy as being, without sounding horrible, that intelligent, because manipulative is a completely different thing from intelligence. And I don't know. But we will see once I've done some comparisons in this video.
I think it's very interesting because he's always been a good salesperson, and part of, you know, being a reviewer slash promoter is being a salesperson to, like, you know, sell the product to people, even though you're not physically selling it. And I think that's very much in line with how a cult starts, right? Because, you know, you got to figure you have to be a manipulative person who is a good public speaker and has a platform in order to do what you're looking to do. And I think all 3 boxes are ticked there for Rip Mr. Trippers.
Yeah, and it's one of them things that I witnessed it, and I've been watching him develop almost, because the thing with him, and this is what surprises me the most, and the thing that really caught my eye was, you never see Rip Trippers commenting on his own videos or replying to comments or doing anything like that. So the personal sort of connection that he has with his subscribers now, or his viewers, it's just non-existent to a certain degree, unless he's got like a secret Patreon or a secret join button that he's got his own little click. He's never really had that personal side. And for him to go out there and do this, it's surprising, because you'd expect someone who's doing this motivational speak. Not that Vic is a cult leader or anything like that. But it's very personal.
Let's get the rumor mill going on that one.
Yeah, we all know about the Illuminati, right? We're all part. But it's a very quick switch from someone who is very unpersonal and very almost professional. His videos are very, very good, no matter how much if we were to watch them as a non-biased vape community, his videos are very good. His audio's he's always done a step above. And the thing is, Rip gets most of his views 100% from websites and places that his videos are spanned around. It's my only explanation how he could have made 1 million subscribers in this niche that we are in, that is shadow banned constantly, which is up against the wall all of the time for as long as I can remember. It's the only way I could think that he got that far. But this complete switch into cult leader.
You know, it's funny because, like, back when people started to turn on him, right, it started becoming like the biggest haters were also his biggest fans, because they're watching every movie he makes, they're watching every video, everything he puts out. I mean, look at people went out of their way to seek out Super Bloke, his kids channel.
Yeah.
And, like, you know, you follow the man so close that all of a sudden you're the biggest fan. You're the reason that he's becoming more and more popular. And at a point that you said earlier about, like, you know, secret Patreon and stuff, I would highly doubt that he really has much access to his own channels anymore, because I guarantee he's got editors. He's got a whole, like, team of people behind the scenes just pulling the strings. All he's got to do is he's just the face. You know, he's the one that's just brand in front of the camera. Right. So it could be even bigger things that we don't know about, pulling the strings to make him a cult leader.
Yeah. Behind the scenes, it could be. The thing is, I did a react on him, and if you want to see the difference between Rip today and Rip back then, the caricature that he has become of Rip Trippers was never there. When he was doing the coil builds and things like that back in the day, it was never the Rip Trippers that we see now. He started to turn slightly as he was going through the stove coil and things like that, but he was never really this full frontal. Yeah, exactly that. It was never that guy. And obviously we know that YouTube can turn you into sort of a caricature of yourself, because you become a lot more a lot more open and a lot more wider when you put the camera on. But the transformation from Rip sat in his bedroom with a bed behind him looking into the camera as if he's just murdered 3 prostitutes to where he is now.
Objection, that's speculation.
Yeah, and thoughts of my own, not of SAVS.
Yeah, there you go.
But it's just one of those. The whole idea of the brand of Rip Trippers has come a long way, and that's obviously something that I will be going directly into with the whole history part as well.
Oh, I can't wait for this video.
It's going to be a big video, and it's going to be.
We're going to have to send Eric von Daniken an email, let him know about it.
It's there's only one true cult, vape cult. It's the Vic and I. It is. We are all part.
No. It's got to be upside down, so it's got to be like a V. So
it's that one. So while he was growing his beard out, ready for the charity live stream, right? His beard made the Illuminati symbol.
Dun dun dun.
So we worked it out.
Someone please Photoshop that. Put it in the memes group or the Discord. Let's go.
We had it. We had him doing it as well. We were talking about that just before we went live as well. The charity live stream, because we did the flavor challenge that Jane very kindly did.
So yeah, before the show, you were talking about heat and how you can stand, heat from food with condiments, but not straight capsaicin heat.
Yeah, 100%. We were talking about the pure that I did 2 nights worth of challenges instead of 1. Because if I'd have had to do that vape challenge first, which was incredibly inspired juices, dreadful, by the way, but incredibly inspired for someone. The one thing that I said about the juices before they even got handed to me was Jane can make a really nice juice really, really well, which means she can make a bad one even better. And yep. the pure pleasure that I had that I didn't have to do all of the challenges in one night, because I had to do Satan's Toe. And for those of you who's never tried Satan's Toe is a lollipop. It is 9 million Scovilles. Bearing in mind, you've got to think that for the normal folk out there, not Mike, because Mike said that he likes an 18 million Scoville spray. But for the normal people, you're normally looking at about 400,000 max if you're getting some hot sauce from somewhere. You're not looking very high. It's about 400,000 Scovilles in a really, really tremendously hot sauce. But 9 million Scovilles on a hot wing would be a completely different story, because you've got juicy chicken, you might have a little bit of blue cheese sauce, you might have a little bit of condiment to go along with it, but you know what you're getting yourself in for. 9 million Scoville lollipop, right? That you're just meant to just stick in your mouth and expect it to happen. It just burnt me instantly to the point where I dribbled and I spat it out. I could not help it, but my tongue spat it out. I thought I was going to be able to do a minute, right? I did 30, 40 seconds. I'm hiccuping now thinking about it. But I did 30, 40 seconds. And I'm so glad that I didn't have the opportunity to do both nights rolled into one, because that vape challenge was horrendous.
Yeah,
it was horrendous. The drinking it wasn't as bad as vaping it. I'm not actually going to lie.
Ugh.
Because everything sort of melded into one, and I'd already been vaping it for a little bit. So the drinking it did not taste half as bad as vaping it, because obviously we were vaping it straight from fresh, from vaping really nice juices and stuff like that. So you go straight into that, and it was vial upon vial upon vialer upon worse upon worse. So that by the time we'd got to the end of it, I'd already vaped a drip of everything. So it were all just an amalgamation of horribleness.
But the way I was doing the actual vape challenge was the way you drank it.
Yeah,
I wasn't re-wicking.
No, I stopped. I stopped after like second one. It was.
Nah.
Jane says, "See, we were kind to you, Adam."
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I've got to admit, those juices were absolutely fucking vile.
I must admit, I think it was the roast and gravy that I didn't mind too much. There were one of them that I really didn't mind. The cheese slice was grim.
That was proper grim.
It was grim.
That's the one that made me yak.
The nice cup of tea was nice for a little bit, but that were it. I think none of it beats the smoothie. Was the smoothie was if I'd have put a little bit more liquid in it, that was very manageable. And Jenny made me put quite a lot of hot sauce in that.
Made you.
She made. I'd put a bit in because obviously I got the camera set up. I put a little bit in, and Jenny went a little bit more there, a little bit more, and I'm going. So
And you listened.
I have to. It's one of them things. I'm a glutton for punishment when it comes to charity work. If you're doing it for a good reason, aren't you? So I'm like, oh, just put another splash in it.
Yeah.
And the fact that it was a little bit too much hot sauce and a little bit too thick made it quite difficult. It didn't taste horrible to a certain degree. We are working on next year's. Don't. They're all for Vic this next year. They're all for Vic. We're all going to sit there while Vic does every challenge.
I like
all
it.
he had to do was shave his head.
Ooh, potato for a few days and then he's back to normal.
He wouldn't even shave an eyebrow.
I've actually agreed next year that I will eat the bugs.
The bugs are fine. Bugs are fine.
Bugs, no problem.
I've only put one caveat in, and that is I will not go anywhere near an arachnid. If there's an arachnid that falls out the bag on my table, that's when you'll see me turn into Usain Bolt.
Big tough
the thing is,
Mike, big biker dude, tattoos and everything, terrified of spiders.
Yep.
But the thing is, they're a future food. Insects are a future food. We keep on getting told this.
They're not a future food. They're an ancient food.
Well, they're both. They're forever
Yeah,
food.
they're
They
both.
keep replenishing.
They're
Bugs
both.
have been eaten for thousands of years.
I'll tell you something. They're not terrible. I had the scorpion, and it were a little bit crunchy. But I think mine was overcooked. If I'm going to be honest, it was. Other than that, it was perfectly acceptable.
Yep. I mean, Bunny will tell you, I've been sat in Zoom talking to her before, and I've had a money spider fall off my ceiling and land on my desk in front of me, and I've just sprinted out the room.
Do you not scream first?
No, I just take a look.
Oh, I could see a little scream coming out of you.
Just
Yeah.
The scream comes when I walk through a web.
oh.
And if I walk through a web, I turn into fucking Bruce Lee.
No, his natural defense mechanism is to just rip one real good one right before he bolts out of the room too. So it just leaves a gas cloud behind him.
Yeah.
Just in case.
Puts it down.
At least torture the little bastards.
That's what we got a dog for. My dog I've only got a little Yorkshire Terrier, but he's just got to the point where he's discovered that he can eat things. So flies, if he gets close enough, he can get one. An ant off the garden, and spiders. He enjoys things like that now. So we're fine. We just go, there you go. Anything bigger than a spider, we've knackered it, but he'll defend us. So
There you go. Yeah.
My cats are fucking useless. I just bring them in.
Teach him how to get rid of the mosquitoes. That's the key.
Yeah, we're very fortunate that we don't have to. I think the worst thing that we have to deal with around here is ants.
Oh. Some of those little bastards can be rough, though. The red ones, the little bitey ones. Oh.
Fire ants.
Hate those. Yeah. Animals, they're good for something occasionally. They're like, they get in where you left a little crumb on the ground or something, pick it up. That was one thing that's I'm so bummed about. Whenever I go to my parents' house for dinner or something, there's no dog anymore to pick up all the crumbs. Makes me sad.
Yeah.
Now I have to actually clean up after myself.
You have to tidy up. You're not allowed to be a messy eater anymore.
Yeah, growing up, I had a little tiny Hoover just kind of following me around. It's great.
Oh, silverfish.
If
Mowgli,
I,
that's vile.
if I was you, Ian, I would know if I knew that there were 3 spiders living under my sofa, they would have the fucking house. I would move out.
Mike, you need a flamethrower.
I've got one.
You got
That's good.
axes and everything else.
I've got axes, I've got machetes, I've got daggers, and
Thing
I've
is,
got-
it don't really work when you're going like that. 'Cause you're running away.
no. I mean, where is it? Don't even know where.
You have
put it.
Thor's hammer tattooed on your fist. Just smash.
I did have a tomahawk to hand. I don't know where I've put it now.
I did have one to hand.
Yeah, yeah. Why do I just expect to see like one day have like a big chunk of wood on Mike's bed with just a bunch of knives and sharp objects stuck in it?
Well, there's just one to hand.
Well, there you go.
That's just a baby one.
Sure, that's perfectly legal.
It is. It's a bushcraft knife.
Is it smaller than your? Does it have to be the smaller than your palm of your hand or something?
Not a
No, in
bushcraft.
this country, to be able to carry a blade, it has to be smaller than 3 inches and non-locking.
Non-locking.
Yeah,
Well, the best thing
Like-
about it is you
like the slip joints.
Hmm.
you can walk around with a bushcraft knife and an axe and things like that as long as you go into the woodland to use them.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But as soon as you get to where there's a street, it has to be at the bottom of your bergen.
yeah.
We can't have spring-loaded blades.
I mean,
Assisted blades, but we can have these.
stuff like these are perfectly legal to own in your house, but you're not allowed to take them out.
I don't know why, but I had this vision of Crocodile Dundee. Nick just went, "This we're allowed these," and flicked this out, and I was expecting Mike to go, "That's not a knife. This is a knife."
Oh, all right then. So,
Oh boy. Why do I
Yeah,
picture-
what's coming out now?
I picture Mike with like one of those like plastic dummy things, and like him with 2 knives just going. "Bah, bah, 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 bah."
there's me Bowie.
Oh jeez.
That's the one that sleeps under the pillar,
Oh, these 3 live down by the side of my bed.
just in case.
Yeah.
That's why all the spiders have got 6 legs instead of 8.
Yeah. They try to step over the knife and they just slice.
This is my British Army go lock
Woo!
machete.
Bunny says now the whole arsenal is coming out from under the bed.
And this one's my authentic cookery.
So proud of the knife collection.
I got really into Forged in Fire. I
Yeah.
got really, really into Forged in Fire. At one point, I was watching like compilations on YouTube. I discovered that Forged in Fire had an actual YouTube channel, and I went through it, and I'm looking at it, I'm thinking I could be a blacksmith. You know, when you watch them kind of videos and you go, I could do that. These people do it in the garage at home. I could do that.
I mean, to be fair, my grandfather
And-
is a blacksmith.
There's my tomahawk
Nice.
made by cold steel.
How many scalps do you have, Mike?
No scalps yet.
Or
No, only his
ears?
own.
Yeah. He just like, need a trim.
My wonderful wife. Hello, Jackie.
Hello.
Jumping in.
Jackie?
She's found the stream.
Yay.
Oh yeah,
Nice boot.
they all usually live next to me bed.
They normally live at the side of me in bed. I have one
All of
knife
them.
at the side of my head.
They all have names.
Yeah.
So
I
most
mean-
of those look used, Mike. You use those out in the actual bush yourself?
Yeah,
At least you use them.
Every single knife I have has a use.
Fair enough. I'm not going to argue with that.
Apart from the salt I've got down the garage.
Well, that's just, defense.
That's just a collection.
Yeah.
They're just display pieces. They never get used.
I'm just totting up a little bit of research here. So Mike Mech Reviews walked off his YouTube channel with his tomahawk.
Mike's sword reviews. Shit. I think that's a new outlet.
Down in the garage, I've got a set of samurai swords. I've got a supposed replica of Excalibur.
Jesus, Mike.
I've also got a Scottish Claymore.
Oh my God, those things are what, like 5 feet long?
True Claymore blade is 5.5 foot.
Wow.
Woo!
And that's just the blade.
Damn.
It's bigger than Solo.
The handle is another 2.5 foot.
That's like Solo and Vic stood on top of each other. Bless him.
Well, that's what they do. They both get together. They put like the big long robe over the top of them. One's on the shoulders of the other one. They go around Comic-Cons like that.
That's exactly it. I was just thinking them both trying to get in a nudie video, in a nudie show. Got on going like that.
That's
Yeah,
another
no,
photo shoot.
I just treat them as wall hangers.
Who? Solo and Vic. You walk into Mike's garage and they're both like that. Yeah, here a while.
Yeah, they're just there for target practice with the throwing knives.
Oh, God. You know, this is all evidence that's going to be used in your future case, Mike.
They got to fucking catch me first.
You know, I've seen documentaries start like this.
Yeah.
Hydrochloric acid is a good tool for getting rid of evidence.
I'm sure Harley did a video on it about a week ago.
Right? Yeah.
I want to say congratulations. I want to say congratulations to Harley. He's just hit 200 subscribers over and all I'm saying.
Yay.
I know he was on here, so for everyone who has joined in from here, well done.
Starting a fresh channel like that, especially with like radically different content, is not easy. You know, there was a time when I was like, oh, well, I'm just going to convert my channel to a different type of channel. I'm like, I can't do that. You can't do that.
You can't pivot. You can't pivot a channel at all. Unless you're in the millions, it's incredibly difficult to do.
You have to start your channel as a variety channel, and then work around what type of content that you want to make and what people want to see, essentially. Like my second channel right now, it's pretty much just vlogs and me. There's one video when I came back, well, not right when, but a month later, but after Expo, I brought a load of food back, and I was like, I'm going to try everything on this video. So I did a video about me trying, your food on camera. Because I've tried most of it before, but there was a couple new things, like the, what was that thing? It was like sherbet with like a little licorice.
A dib dab.
Yeah.
Or a sherbet fountain.
Sherbet fountain, yeah. Yeah, I tried one of those and it got really confused by like how you even would eat that. You're like, oh yeah, so you just lick it and then you dip it, and it was like, okay. But
so
that was fun.
The company that make that, I actually worked for them for a little bit back in the day. Quite a few years ago. It was a company called what was it called? Bloody Trebor. That's what it used to be called. Trebor. And there was two factories. There was one here in Chesterfield where I live and one in Sheffield, not too far away. And I worked in the dib dab and sherbet fountain rooms, putting them in boxes. It was horrendous. But our sherbet's not like your sherbet. You guys have like crystallized sherbet, don't you? You don't have the powdery sherbet like we have, dear.
Well, okay. So our sherbet, spelled the same to me, is like ice cream. We don't even have any of the powdered stuff or any of that. Like none of that's over here.
No.
Like, we don't have like the UFOs or like sherbet candies or anything. Yeah, no, none of that. No, like our sherbet, if you Google it, just look up like US sherbet or something, and I'm sure you're going to see a picture of what it looks like ice cream, but it's like typically fruit flavored and like it's hard to describe.
It's sorbet.
Sort of.
It's sorbet-ish.
Sorbet-ish. Yep. That's what sherbet means to me.
What else did you try randomly from here? I remember you saying that you were going to go and grab some bits and pieces.
Yeah. First time trying Jammy Dodgers. Yeah. I've been there 5 times and I hadn't tried Jammy Dodgers.
Life changing.
Yeah. So got some of that, and what else did I try for the first time? There's a few new chocolate bars that I hadn't tried, like a caramel and a dairy milk and stuff like that.
Yes.
A few new ones like that. But yeah, I went back to my favorites though, like wine gums. I still have like, I think the bag that I bought was like a whole kilogram of wine gums. I'm like, yes.
Yes. You need to try sports mixture.
Do yourself a favour, Nick, and stick the wine gums in the fridge and then eat them.
Oh, I'll have to try that. I'd still have some left. We'll have to try that for sure.
It's sports mixture is the next one. They're like wine gums. They've just got a little bit more flavour to them.
You know what's weird about wine gums is they smell. If you open the bag, they smell rank.
Yes.
Why?
Like jelly babies. Jelly babies are the same. You open it, it's like a dusty armpit.
Yeah, what is up with that?
I've no idea.
They taste
no
nice. I'm just confused. I think because maybe it's like the cornstarch that they put on the outside or something. Because like I've watched how jelly candies are made, and it's like a blob, and then they go through this big rotating drum of cornstarch that powders them, that gives them like the matte texture, and like makes it so they're not sticky all the time. Maybe it's that. I don't know.
It could be. I think, to be fair, there was wine gums were called wine gums because they had some kind of alcohol content in them years ago. But I think what they've done is replace the alcohol content with smell.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you know what it does smell like? It smells like an old wine bottle, like you just left out for a few days. It just smells musty.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Diet thinks that it is the cornstarch, but yeah, that's just weird. But
that's Liz, that is incredibly true. You crack open a pack of ham, it's like someone farted in your face. Every single time. It don't matter how good a quality the ham is either. It just goes.
So when Mike opens a pack of ham, it's just double worse than just like, oof. God forbid he farts and then opens a pack of ham.
It'd be even worse if it was Spam.
Ooh. Spam's kind of rank anyways. Spam always smells old even if it's fresh.
I like Spam.
Spam's not bad. It tastes nice.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Fry Spam. Fry it.
Spam fritters, yeah.
Or grill it even. I've had like grilled Spam burgers. Oh man.
Yeah.
That's actually kind of nice, but considering what it is and what the purpose was for it.
Oh, it's all nose. It's all nose and arsehole. It is absolute. That is what they do with pig's arsehole.
Oh.
It comes in Spam.
Spam burgers. Why does that sound like something out of Debbie Does Dallas?
Oh no.
Oh, Paul, licorice all sorts. Yes.
Oh no, you can keep your bloody licorice.
Oh, I love licorice. Licorice torpedoes. I love torpedoes as well.
So we have a famous company around here that does licorice, like black licorice, and they've been around forever. Pretty sure the first thing they did when they founded like Massachusetts was build a factory that makes licorice candies, because that's when every single box of these were ever made, and they're still around today because no one buys them.
Yeah.
But it's like this big thing, and like back in the day when I was trick-or-treating around Halloween, I would always end up with a load of they're called Good and Plenties, and they're god awful. They are like hard shelled with the squishy licorice inside, and it's like it looks like something that might taste nice, but you pop it in your mouth and
it's a licorice torpedo.
Yeah, that's exactly what it sounds like. So yeah, I don't like it. No black licorice. Not a fan.
I do like them. I do like licorice. I don't know why. It has got that. I think when I was smoking all those years ago, I did start using licorice papers. But I found when I was using the licorice papers, I used to take one, eat one, and roll one. I just did. I like the flavour of licorice. Yeah, it's still only paper in it. I mean, I'd be in worse.
Well, yeah, obviously, we're just talking about it.
I've eaten worse, but I did.
Just
I
like
used to go, I had a very good conversation about reminiscing about smoking earlier on. I work in a vape shop, and I had a customer come in today, fresh off the stinkies. He was a cafe tobacco cigar smoker, and he walked in with his lovely wife, and he went, "I'm quitting smoking today." I went, "Fine, let's start talking about a few things." And I get into this reminiscent sort of conversation of my 3 favorite cigarettes and how I can still to this day think I would really, really like those cigarettes because they were important ones. And they were the one when you wake up in the morning with a cup of coffee. Because a vape still doesn't do. I've been vaping for 9 years now, and a vape still won't move the body like a cigarette and coffee did in the morning.
Get yourself some 50 milligram. It'll move everything.
I know. I need some 50 milligram. That'll shift the lot. The one after food and the one before bed. And I was talking to this chap before we were getting onto it. I managed to set him up with a nice little kit and some Fresh Leaf by Riot Squad, which is chocolate and tobacco. And while I was talking to him about it, he was saying that he really doesn't like the taste of smoking, and he had to go to Posh. And I said, 9 years ago, I was 27, something like that, 26. And at the time, myself, out of all my friends, I was the only person who smoked a pipe. Because I found myself a little bit of a connoisseur, and I was like,
fancy.
I don't know why. My grandfather smoked a pipe, and I love the smell of it. So I thought that'll be fun. For the first bit, I didn't really enjoy it, but then I started getting into like weird and random concoctions. Now, what this actually leads me on to is a little theory that I've had over the years about vaping and how I've found out how people vape and their way of vaping, and it kind of falls into a nice little place. And I'm going to make a little guess here that Mike, you used to smoke roll-ups. No. Oh, you're the first person I've got that wrong on.
I did.
I was going to say you as well, because you build, right? And the majority of builders that smoked roll-ups before, honestly, I've only got it wrong once, and that's with you, Mike.
Well, to be fair, I had a machine, and it's a lot like vaping on pre-built coils, which I did a lot too. So,
yeah. Well, that's it. It's the whole routine of it. If someone used to smoke roll your own cigarettes, the routine of building and wicking is very, very similar, because it's that routine. It's that little, I'm going to get myself set. I'm going to get everything done. Yeah. Everything will be ready for me to vape.
You had like your area, your build area, for cigarettes. You just like, okay, I put my bag of tobacco there. I'll put my little machine here. Got my box of tubes. Just doop, Just
exactly that. I did used to smoke roll your owns, but it wasn't cigarettes.
It was jazz cigarettes.
Yeah. For cigarettes, I was when I actually gave up, I was smoking 80 Marlboro a day.
Oh,
Mike used to roll up some goof butts.
Yeah, Marlboro Red was the ones I used to smoke.
The proper ones.
God, the cowboy killers, man.
Yeah, 80 a day.
80 a day. Were you allowed to do it on the bus?
Weren't allowed to, but I did.
Sit down and shut up.
Yeah. Do you know what I'm smoking? I'm on a Marlboro Red.
To be fair, like when I went over there last, I took a lot of buses with Jenny and up in Liverpool, and like a lot of them did kind of, like the older ones did kind of smell like stale cigarettes, even though you're not allowed.
I mean, over here, it was legally, you were not allowed to smoke on buses from about, I think, 95.
Wow. That stink really is dug in there,
It's honestly, it's about the same time that they stopped smoking in kitchens. When people, you'd walk into a greasy spoon, and the chef would be stood behind the counter with that extended ash. Where you're just about to flick it, but it's just bending, and they would be stood there like that,
like the Shelley Duvall ash from The Shining. It's like that long. It's mostly ash. It's not even cigarette.
Yeah, that's exactly what it used to be like.
Just picture
they used to balance it over the egg. Really, really.
I just picture walking into the back of a hot kitchen, and you just got like the chef just like face like in his hand, just with the ash just sticking out, like just stressed out to the max.
That's it.
96 Shrek says smoking was banned on buses.
Yep. Damn. That's a very old stench.
Yes, and they don't clean the buses over here.
It was only the following year that I started on the buses.
What an unfortunate time to start.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
But honestly, the first person I got that wrong with, I'm quite shocked. But it's that whole routine of preparing, and I always found it's a really interesting one that you find that them people still have that routine and that sort of that little space. You said it perfectly, Nick. You used to set yourself a little corner up or a little tray, and you'd roll quite a few. And that's exactly the same with builders. They sit there, build away.
I used to go in with my friend's mom on bags of tobacco and tubes, because like we'd both, you know, smoke the roll-ups, and my job was to roll, and she said, if you roll me 2 packs. So I said, okay. And she used to smoke easily 2 packs a day. So she's like, roll me 2 packs. She's a very gruff, gravelly voice. I'll make you some dinner. I was like, okay. Food? Sure. So I rolled her 2 packs. I rolled me 2 packs. And, you know, she insisted that, because like I smoke menthol, she's like, put it back in the freezer. She had the tobacco was stored in the freezer. So we put her little bag of tobacco in there. But yeah, I mean, that's back when roll-ups were cheap, though, too. Now they put taxes and everything on them, so
yeah.
Now buying bags of tobacco isn't that much cheaper. You know,
Yep. That's a good question from Jane. What juice did you start vaping on, and what are you vaping on now?
Cherry Cola Cubes by Hangson, 36 milligram.
Oof.
That was rough.
Yeah,
that was rough as. 36 milligram in a CE4 silica wick.
Yep.
The immortal silica wick, may I add, because obviously it didn't burn.
Yep.
No matter what anyone said. I absolutely battered the life out of that at first. I'm currently on Riot Squad rhubarb and passion fruit, or sorry, deluxe rhubarb and passion fruit from their Black Edition 20 milligram, and I can't get off it.
Nick?
Mike, what about you? Oh, okay. All right, I'll go. Mine, first one, menthol, and I started with only, I think, 18 milligram. I had a bottle of 18, a bottle of 12, because I didn't know where I would end up being, because like I never went for the 24 straight away, and I never even thought about 36, to be fair. That was out of my realm,
out of my comfort zone.
Oof. But nowadays the story is completely different. So I started with 12 milligram, just pure menthol, and then I had or I think it was the 18 milligram was the menthol, and the 12 milligram I had was like a tropical fruit. So I had a little, you know, splash of both, and then I started liking that, and then I quickly sort of transitioned over to just fruit flavors. I actually dropped the menthol for the majority of the first half of my vaping career, and then I slowly reintroduced it back in later on, because I'm like, you know what? I like menthol. I don't menthol at first like reminded me of smoking. So that's why like I got off cigarettes with the menthol, and then I moved to something that didn't have menthol, that didn't remind me of smoking, and I knew that's when I would like quit, was when I didn't have to have the menthol. And then now it's like give or take menthol. I could give a shit. Like sometimes, yeah, it goes well. You know, I do like the black currants with a bit of menthol in, but not everything has to be menthol. And then nowadays I'm on, black currant e-liquid. This is the Bogan Brews Sick Currant one, which is black currant and cherry. I also really, really like the Zeus Juice lineup. They have a few really good ones that I picked up over there. And obviously, Jane's Juice is real nice. She's got an amazing mango flavor that she showed me. She keeps every time I show up to the booth, she's like, "Ooh, try this blackcurrant, try this mango." I was like, okay. But yeah, Jane's got some really nice juice, and I want to nick up some of the stuff that I got from Just Juice as well. They have what's a mango? Is it mango passion and the blackcurrant something lemonade?
It's a berry burst lemonade.
Yeah, that sounds amazing. So I want to nick some of that up. I keep forgetting to bring home Nick shots, but yeah, that's my current setup. And obviously, yes, I am on disposables. Hate me for it all you want, but you know,
They work for you. They work for you.
It's literally what's available at the shop that I could just grab real quick, and I don't have to set anything up. And I have about 30 seconds in between customers because I work at the busiest vape shop in the Northeast. So
that's why 20 milligram is my go-to, because you literally have enough time to go.
Yeah, you get a little bit of a nice head feeling, and then you carry on doing your work. Mike, what about you?
Me, when I first started vaping, like Adam, it was on the CE4 cartomizer things, and I was on 36 milligram Pleasenberg.
Oh,
yeah.
I think that's worse than cherry cola cubes.
I never liked it in the CE4s, so I quickly got rid of those pieces of crap, and I went on to the Innikin VTR.
Oh yeah, that's definitely your style. I had the eye taste.
Yeah.
I had the eye taste. I started on, this is 11 years ago, on the little cigarette-like ones, the Cigalikes, and with a dripping cartomizer, like a bridged atomizer. Yep. 6 drops. If you put 7 in, it leaked everywhere. 6 drops.
Right now, I'm using the Drag Max, and the juice is a very dark secret. Literally.
The darkest secret.
Darkest of secrets.
Which, I mean, Mike, you were talking about that on the before. We don't know the flavor profile because you're not allowed to talk about it.
No, exactly.
But that's
what flavor profile is.
That's very cool. That's so cool that you have something that is.
You're correct. It is very cool.
Ah, okay. He's giving hints, Jane.
I've had it done to how I like it.
Ah, okay.
So for me, it's nice because it's literally as cold as the iceberg that sunk the Titanic. So I do like a lot of WS-23 in my juice.
Well, we'll have to wait to see that, and that's a very good transition, Mike. Thank you for that excellent transition to our newest sponsor, Jane Shy Tots E-Liquid. Yes, the award-winning Jane Dodd has blessed us with a sponsorship. Don't forget to use the code What's Your Favorite Cheese for 20% off everything except for the Misfits juice line, which obviously already has 20% going to charity. Also, thank you to our other sponsors, CC Coils and potentially Just Juice. You know, don't forget Jay needs a slap for 25% off anything. Get at Ian on his socials. I'll have to make a little chat timer for the sponsors as well eventually. Ooh, I don't know if I could do that with the rules of YouTube, but we'll see. We'll see what I can get away with. Adam, you know what time it is. It's the end of the show, and we have to ask you one very specific, important question. What's your favorite cheese? Wash your face in cheese, wash your face in cheese. I'll end up doing the thing and eventually the bumper. There you go. What's your favorite cheese, Adam? Go.
So my favorite cheese
is,
while this warm weather has been happening, crackers and cheese have been enjoyed in my house. And my favorite cheese is Wensleydale and cranberry.
Ooh, that sounds lovely, actually.
Or I do like a very, very strong Stilton.
It's Wensleydale.
I did do that. I don't know why.
No, it's from Wallace and Gromit. I love it.
I know. I was following. I did it naturally.
Cheese.
But yeah, Wensleydale and cranberry or a very strong Stilton.
And for a minute there, I actually thought you were going to say, not the cheese that Jane mixes.
Yeah, not that. Oh, God, that was
what, we should make a new segment called "What's Your Least Favorite Cheese?"
Yeah, Jane's cheese.
Oh, cheese and vape don't mix. That's all there is to it. Ooh. Yeah, it's all right. Wensleydale and a bit of cranberry. That sounds lovely.
It's amazing. It's
Now,
incredible.
do you like the cheddars that come with chili and things like that in them?
Yes, I do. Do you know what? I'm that person at Christmas who goes and buys the whole cheese pack.
Oh, yes. Yes. Give me all of that, please. Thank you.
Oh, Yorkshire's favourite cheese. I know, and I'm from Derbyshire, which is even worse. I should be like on a nice Derbyshire cheddar or something, but no. A nice Wensleydale.
I swear, the only cheese I draw the line at, which I will not have in the house, is Stinking Bishop.
I don't mind a bit of Stinking Bishop or Lancashire Bomber.
Oh, God, no. That literally
Stinking
smells
Bishop.
Like yeah, it smells like someone has not washed their feet for 6 months.
It's a bad smell. It's very pungent. I don't like soft cheeses, so I don't like brie or camembert.
Yeah.
Would you wash that down with a bishop's finger, you think?
Bishop's finger.
The choice of the vaping misfits. If only they could get a sponsorship. God forbid they ever get an alcohol sponsorship for that show. It would be 19 Crimes or whatever and Bishop's Finger. I'm surprised, speaking of sponsors, I'm surprised, the UK Vape Show hasn't been sponsored by Greg's yet. Jeez.
I tell you something. It's something that's in the pipeline. I didn't want to say it. Right. I didn't want to say it. But
oh, yeah. I can't handle it.
It may or may not be on its way. We have the weekly steak bake. But if anyone's seen the UK Vape Show, you'll know that Vic can't handle Black Vine in the house. So what's he going to be like with the steak bake giveaway?
Oh, God. He'll get the wrapper. It was like, well, here you go.
Yeah. Yeah, you can smell it. I've left a flake of pastry.
Either that or the winner will get a second-hand steak bake put in the post.
Oh, I was going to say burp in a jar, but Mike just took it to a whole different...
Yeah. Regurgitated grapes.
Oh,
not vegan sausage rolls.
That sounds terrible.
That's Bunny's favourite. That is vegan sausage roll.
It sounds like a cardboard tube. No. It's plastic with more plastic. That sounds great. All right, let's quickly go through some memes here. I don't think my thing's going to work, so we're going to go boop. Nope, it's not going to work. So we're just going to share screen into Discord. Boop. Scroll up a bit to see where we left off. And oh, no. Oh, hold on. The screen share, the memes thing hasn't worked yet. Boop. There we go. Hey, we're up and running. So we had this one last week. This is Mike's creepy centaur woman hybrid. Never mind. We're just going to move on. This week we have the Necronomicon reading Rainbow.
Or would that even be Rainbow reading the Necronomicon?
I mean, I didn't even notice this at first, but he's covered in blood. Sorry, LeVar Burton. You're a legend. You should be the one hosting Jeopardy, not whoever's hosting it right now. Mild Cub, whatever.
Jelly macaroni cheese.
Oh, Puddle Jumper also said Klaatu Verata necktie. Mix it up tonight. KY macaroni and cheese, cheese-based personal lubricant.
Nice.
That's one way of getting some Helm juice.
And I wish Jay was here because he would definitely be the one commenting. And It also reminds me of a lyric from a certain recording artist named Nicki Minaj. But we'll just leave it there. Tesco's are straight to the point about their toilet tissue. 8.4p per shit. That looks legit. Is that real?
It does look. That doesn't look photoshopped at all.
Someone was having a little bit of fun with the printer, I think.
And club points too.
Oh, nice. And club card points. Gotta love it.
Gotta love the clubboard.
Oh, God, Jane. Jane, this is so accurate.
I mean, know that feeling.
Literally, X1 in chat if you have done any one of these maneuvers during this summer. Also, I just noticed this is out of whack, too. God damn it. I have have to fix the overlay again. I blame Jay. No, it's a Windows update. Jane, again, how bad do things have to be for both of these to be in town? Oh, God.
Oh shit.
Oh, no.
That would be my type of town.
Scooby Dooby Doo, where are you? Puddle Jumper's reactions are gold too. Hello. Mike wore my Metallica shirt in public, and a group of tweens asked me to name 3 episodes of Stranger Things. You know, I'm surprised no one's gotten sued yet over that, because you know how Metallica are with their using of their music,
with their branding.
Yeah, now everyone's all about it. They're like, they love us again. No, man, they love Stranger Things. Oh God.
Oh yes.
Dire thing. That looks wrong in all the wrong ways, but yeah.
Jeez.
Illuminati
So true.
confirmed. Well, this looks like it was taken off of his like LinkedIn or something. It looks like he's given a TED Talk. Where did we get this picture from? I need to know. Oh,
It's
all
where
right.
Vic's in Parliament and the eyes have it.
Right, yeah. All right, we're going back to this screen real quick. That was the memes of the week, everybody. Don't forget, drop your memes in the Discord. I'll be honest, I haven't checked Facebook, but I don't think there's been many posts over there. So, to be fair, I think this is way easier doing it on Discord. Everyone can get in on that. I don't know if I have a chat command for it either, but either way,
I'm sure you will next week.
I'll try if it works. Sometimes it likes to work, sometimes it doesn't. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know what I'm doing. You think I'm a professional? Look at this thing. This
Sort of
overlay.
compared to me.
Well, whatever. Yeah, I don't think I have a chat command for it. But in any case, that's the end of the show. We went a little bit over time. We do have to go. Not sure if Misfits are doing a show. If they are, stay tuned for that.
I don't think so, because Matt is on a live at the moment with Lee Armitage over on The Evil Wizard.
Oh, okay. Well, if that's the case, then go tune in over there. Is that on Lee's page?
On Lee's YouTube channel,
yeah. Okay. So go check out Lee. He's also, what is it? The Vaping
Lee Armitage.
Lee Armitage.
The Evil Wizard.
The Evil Wizard. That's the one. Yeah. Go check out him and go make fun of Matt, because Matt shaved everything too. So.
Yeah, Matt shaved everything as well.
Yeah. I swear, literally, all Matt needs is the black eyeliner, and he could be Uncle Fester.
Yeah, I could see that happening. Oh man, cosplay potential for next expo. Anyways, thank you all the Spanners. Thank you all for watching. Spanners, you are excellent and you do excellent things keeping trouble out of this show. Appreciate you all. Thank you to the sponsors. Thank you, Jane, for the offering of the lovely sponsorship. Now, looking forward to trying whatever Mike's vaping on. Cough, cough.
You'll have to wait till it's released.
I know. But yeah, that's the show, guys. Adam, I'm going to hand it over to you for any final thoughts, anything you want to promote, and, shout outs, if you will. Go for it.
I want to say thank you to you boys for having me on. It's been really nice. You know what? I don't go on many live streams now, other than the UK Vape Show. So it's really, really nice to be invited and be here and see everyone in chat. I know a few of you. I've seen a few faces that I've never seen before, which is really nice. The UK Vape Show is currently on a break at the minute, so I won't be plugging that. No, Vic doesn't need any more subscribers. We're at like nearly 80 or something.
No,
80,000.
so he doesn't.
He doesn't need any more. But I do. So if you want to head over to Retro Vape TV, we have got some fun stuff coming up there. And like I said, as soon as this weather cools down, I'll be able to sit in front of camera and actually do something without sitting there going, yeah, so anyway, we're just doing this video today and we're looking at that because that's what it feels like at the minute. But Retro Vape TV.
That actually looked like a Mickey Minaj video there.
It's more like that. It's more like that Ace Ventura bit, when he's coming out of the. That's how it feels. But I want to say thank you for having me. It's been a crack, and I've actually really, really enjoyed it. So thank you.
Hey. Mike, anything to say?
Yeah, cheers everyone for watching. Again, as Nick said, cheers to the Spanners. You're all amazing, and thanks for coming on, Adam. We will definitely have you on again.
Thank you.
Yes, I want updates. I want.
I am definitely looking forward to seeing that.
It's going to be a big video, but obviously it's the first video I've ever done research for. So I'm just starting the research process now.
Yep.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
I'll definitely be looking out for that one.
All right. Cheers, Adam, once again. Thank you all for watching. Good night, everyone. Bye. Womp. Piss flaps.